Hello, everyone. My name is Astra. I'm so honored to be here tonight with all of you. There are so many important fights right now, and things to be part of. And I'm here because actually I think this is one of the most important fights. This is such a critical piece of what needs to be done. So I'm here representing the Debt Collective, which is the world's first union of debtors. If you know us, it might be for our work on student loan relief. We've been leading the fight for student loan cancellation, fighting alongside student debtors for the last 10 years. But for us, it has never just been about canceling student debt. We've always coupled the demand for student debt relief with the demand for free public college, right? Which is something that we used to have a lot more of in this country. So we always talk about college that is free as in cost, but also free as in freedom, as an essential democratic good. That vision, of course, is anathema to the far right, which wants to destroy public education and salt the earth, to quote Christopher Rufo from a tweet earlier today. They're obviously gaining ground, but I don't think the public is cheering their attacks. And that's what I want to talk about. I don't think the public is cheering them, but I don't think the public is aware of how important this fight is, because for decades, Republicans have been on the offense, painting colleges as elitists and as playpens for the rich, and student debtors as privileged, and all this. And too many liberals and Democrats have either reinforced their frame or offered a very limited vision of higher education as kind of career training that is ultimately to be debt financed. And the crisis of student debt, which affects 45 million people, has really hurt people's impression of higher education. And so we need to come up, I think part of our strategy needs to be coming up with a frame that rejects that, rejects both of those understandings, and centers a vision of higher education as, again, an essential democratic good, as a right, as something that's accessible to people of all classes, especially the working class. And if we don't do that, I think we're in big trouble. So, what I want to say with my limited time here is just don't be meek as you fight for your jobs, for your research, because it is a fight for the broader community. I think it's also a fight, again, for democracy, for truth, knowledge, right? For inclusivity, equality, for opportunity. And to win, we're going to have to do some hard stuff. We're going to have to organize within higher ed, but also outside of higher ed. Wall-to-wall organizing within our campuses, but also we need to organize the community. I think debt organizing can play a big part of that. Again, 45 million people have debt, student debt. A lot of people want to avoid going into debt. A lot of debtors are very worried right now. But this is a fight that really should reach so deeply into the lives of so many people. And so that collective is here to say, we want to work with you all on this, on building a big we that can stand up to these attacks. I think debtor organizing is one piece of that, both thinking about people's personal debt. We also want to offer solidarity and strategy, thinking about institutional debt, the way that our colleges are forced to go into debt, and that can be a tool of austerity. So we're here in solidarity with all of you. Thanks so much for having us. And again, this is really a fight for the ages. We're so glad to be here.